Hey besties, it's Rosie. Bestie, something so strange just happened to me just now. I was walking in the park and there was a line of men on the side of the pond fishing. I don't think there were any women over there at all. It was all men. And as I was walking past them, I smelled the smell of black licorice so strong. It wasn't just a whiff and it didn't pass. It was like the entire time that I was walking past these men, it reeked of black licorice. And I knew that that was a sink for a binding magic that is being subdued. So licorice root in witchcraft is something that is often used to bind someone to you. And bestie, I'm getting a pretty big download from this. And mainly what I'm getting is that this has something to do with like the gateway that the upcoming Father's Day is going to usher through this energy. It's like acting as kind of like a portal. And I'm seeing that energetically it's creating this almost like a waterfall that when you pass through it, like on that day, the portal that we pass through energetically is going to kind of wash away this binding magic. Bestie, there's like a lot of information that's coming down from this, but one of the things that I'm getting in particular is there is a pattern of masculines attempting to connect themselves or tether themselves to someone else as a way to shirk their healing journey. So this might be an element, and again, this doesn't have to be an actual masculine. This could be a feminine that's operating in distorted masculine energy. This is going to mark the end of an era of people who have attached themselves to others by nefarious means in an effort to shore up a weak sense of self and skip over healing that they desperately need to do, not only for themselves, but for everyone around them. So bestie, let's see what Spirit has to say about this. Bestie, there is a huge element of magic to this. I don't know if this is people who are using magic, whether they even know that's what they're doing or they're just dabbling in something that they don't truly understand. But I am definitely getting the energy of like someone using magic to bind another person to them. So again, it's this element of like whoever this person doing the binding magic is, it's like they don't feel able to have the things that they would have without this other person tethered to them. There's some element of them knowing that without this other person energetically feeding and being responsible for whatever it is they're pulling on their energy for, it would not exist without them. Bestie, I'm getting this energy of when you become aware of this, when you become aware of this binding magic either placed on you or around people close to you, whether you're just like witnessing this occurring for somebody else, there's going to be this big element of betrayal. There's going to be this big feeling of betrayal. Like somebody here involved in a situation containing this element doesn't know that they're being used in that way. They have been told or they have been led to believe that this is an equal partnership, but really what is happening is someone who is attempting to pull a fast one on them is clinging to them in this way almost solely for that purpose. But once these bindings, oh my God, my cards keep going down the crack of my car. One moment. Okay, besties. The card that fell down the crack is the Hierophant. Whether these bindings are being placed by someone on another person to kind of keep them tethered, or these bindings are on someone. This might be a masculine who has these bindings on them and they are about to be lifted. And the reason that these bindings are in place to begin with is to... This is not the Hierophant. This is the Emperor. Bestie, this is a bit of glamour magic, I'm afraid. I think that somebody here has been using energy manipulation to masquerade as the emperor, as someone who is very spiritually gifted and elevated. This person has been using this shroud. Maybe it's the energy of whoever they're keeping tethered to them. Maybe they have a feminine figure or even a masculine, a divine being around them that they have tethered themselves energetically to, and they are siphoning their energy to give this appearance that they themselves are a divine being who have done the work. And I don't see that they are, bestie, but I think that there's some element of them having been enjoying the fruits of a labor that isn't theirs. Spirit, what's your advice for a collective dealing with this? Bestie, if this is resonating for you, the attainment of your long-term goal of stability, of financial freedom, will be best achieved and maybe only achieved by cutting this person off completely. If you are a masculine under these trappings, they must be released, and whoever put them on you needs to be released from your life. Or if you are someone who has been tethered to energetically by another person as a means to shortcut their way to stability, you need to cut this person loose. The attainment of this goal will only be reached by yourself. I'm seeing the Hermit card, or I'm also seeing the Three of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles with a counterpart who has the same vision for your future and ability to see it through. Not someone who says they want all the things that you want, someone who is actually willing to put in the work for them, who shows you over and over and over every day that they are going to show up and put that work in. Not someone who says they are with their words and in their actions sits idly by while you do all the heavy lifting. Bestie, I see that this dynamic is going to become very apparent in the coming days and weeks. When we pass through this Father's Day portal, this energy of tethering to someone, binding them to you as a shortcut, those tethers are going to be cut loose, and it could be a little bit bewildering when that happens. People might unexpectedly fall out of your life, but this is to bring awareness to the fact that if that's happening, if a relationship you thought was stable was suddenly kind of breaking apart, likely the only reason it was stable to begin with is because the entire life force of the connection depended on you. And you're getting this energetic push and assist from the universe, cutting those cords for you so you can see truly just how much you're actually giving to this situation and how little that is being reciprocated by this other interested party. I love you, bestie. Be strong.